Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier. It looks like this one actually might be happening. Jared Cannonier, of course, with that sensational win over Derek Brunson. Crazy brutal stoppage. Cannonier expects a title shot. I know Adesanya has been open to fighting him in the past. So let's get into this fight. Let's start with the title challenger, Jared Cannonier. 37 years old, 6 feet tall, 77.5-inch reach. Mr. Cannonier sports a mixed martial arts record of 15 wins, 5 losses, 10 wins via KO TKO, 2 submission wins. He has been stopped 2 times in his career, and the other 3 losses have been via decision. As far as his martial arts credentials, he is a purple belt in BJJ. As with any elite pro mixed martial artist, versed in boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, wrestling. Cannonier is a well-rounded fighter. Pretty much a jack of all trades, but like many fighters, kind of stays in a certain lane. I would definitely say that Jared Cannonier is more of a striker. He likes to knock guys out. He is on a 2-fight win streak. Just talked about it. Stopped Derek Brunson in sensational fashion. Before that, he beat the very tough Kelvin Gastelum via unanimous decision. And prior to that, no shame in this, lost a unanimous decision to Robert Whittaker. Jared Cannonier is a very tough, very strong and powerful middleweight. He's fought across 3 divisions, if I'm not mistaken, heavyweight, light heavyweight, and now middleweight. He's a beast. He's a beast. He could take a hard shot. He has crazy knockout power. Like I said, very strong, durable. I think Jared has underrated fight IQ, and he's mentally tough and hungry. Should be a good challenger for Israel Adesanya. Alright guys, moving on to the champion of middleweight, Israel Adesanya, 32 years old, 6'4". Stylebender, has a long 80-inch reach. Extensive kickboxing record, 75 wins, 5 losses. He's dabbled in boxing, 5 wins, 1 loss. Mixed martial arts record, 22 wins, 1 loss. That's a phenomenal record, as well as his kickboxing record. Now, some of Adesanya's credentials, just like Jared Cannonier, he has a purple belt in BJJ. Needless to say, expert striker. He's showing diversity in his mixed martial arts game, getting pretty good at defensive wrestling, getting back up on his feet. We still haven't seen a lot of submission offense. Certainly decent submission defense. Adesanya, I would say, is one of the best strikers we've ever seen in the sport. Right now, he might be the very best striker in the UFC. That says a lot because there are a lot of talented guys. His timing, his range and distance control, his reflexes, phenomenal. Great feints, great setups on the feet. He's patient, has awesome counters, deceptively strong. Also has deceptive knockout power, but a lot of that is precision and timing. Adesanya himself is a beast. And one more thing, he could take a damn hard shot. Alright guys, how could this fight possibly play out in that cage? It's hard to pick against the champ. It's hard to pick against the champ, guys. I like Jared Cannonier. I think he's super tough. Without a doubt, I favor Adesanya. I don't necessarily think Jared Cannonier brings anything to the table that Israel Adesanya hasn't seen already. He's fought the big, powerful strikers. He's fought explosive guys. He's fought guys with great wrestling, guys that are durable. Costa, Gastelum, Brunson, all comprise and have skill sets, attributes that Jared Cannonier has. It's just that Jared Cannonier is a little bit of all of those guys combined. Now that combination, maybe it will pose problems for Adesanya, but I think he has an answer for what Jared Cannonier brings to the table. Now Jared Cannonier is mostly a striker. So is Israel Adesanya. The option for the takedown might be there for Cannonier, but I don't think it's going to be easy. I think Izzy is very difficult to take down. If Cannonier manages to get Adesanya down on his back, might be tricky holding him down. But if he can, because he's very strong and powerful, and his ground and pound is just disgustingly nasty. His elbows are vicious. If Israel can't get back up on the feet, he's going to be in trouble. But again, I think it's going to be tough getting him to the mat based off of his range and distance control, his footwork, and this new anti-wrestling, defensive wrestling skill set he's polished. If it's a striking affair, I have to give it to Adesanya. And more than likely, this fight's going to stay on the feet. Jared likes to throw very powerful low kicks. We saw him incapacitate Anderson Silva with a nasty low kick, damaging his leg. I don't necessarily see that working on Israel. Jared, although very powerful and explosive and able to cover distance well, I don't think he's going to fare that much better than Robert Whittaker. Whittaker has like an exploding forward style as well. Cannonier is a little bit more methodical to me, but if he does explode forward on Izzy, I think Adesanya is going to pivot, use footwork to get out of the way, counter, and have an answer for that. Like I said, everything that Cannonier brings to the table, Adesanya has pretty much dealt with and had an answer for. So the way I see this fight playing out, I think Izzy's going to avoid grappling exchanges with Jared. I don't think he's going to allow himself to get boxed in against the cage. I think he's going to keep Jared at the end of his fists and his kicks, maintain a safe distance, pick him apart on the outside, and I pretty much see that playing out the whole fight. Whether or not he would stop Cannonier, who knows? Jared is super tough, very strong and durable, but I can easily see a decision win for Israel Adesanya. So that's my official pick for this fight, guys. Israel Adesanya. If I had to put a ratio on it, I'm going to say 65-35 Adesanya. Anything can happen. It's a fight. That's what I love about this sport. That's what you guys love about this sport. Let's see what happens. Drop those picks in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this matchup. If you enjoyed this segment, first time at the channel, hit that subscribe button. Like and share the video. That's how you show support. Appreciate that. And until the next one, you all take care. When this one goes down, we'll come back and talk about it. Until then, take care, guys.